Welcome back welcome back to Total Drama Stranger Things. Last time, the teams had to take pictures of a demodog, and the picture that looked the most clear and the best would win the challenge. And since, the screaming demogorgons had much better, teams in general, like team helping with the taking picture part was better than the screaming scientists, I felt like they would have won. And since I felt like the that Steve had the least liked on his team and in his alliance, I felt like he would have been the person who would have been voted out in that tribal council. But there was two twists at the end of the episode. One, and a hidden immunity idol was added in the merge. Two, well, two players are going to be rejoining of the pre-merge elimination. And and let's see which two of these contestants will rejoin the game. Find out on this episode of Total Drama Stranger Things. Okay, so the way this is going to go is that they're going to do every single pre-merge challenge, and one by one, each character is going to get eliminated. Obviously, it wouldn't affect their replacement, because honestly, that would really make sense. Like, Dustin's mom still got eliminated first, and it wouldn't make sense if she made it to the made to 16th place, the talent at that point. So nothing changes about their placement, but it does change about the placement if they rejoin. Okay, so the first challenge is the cliff dive challenge. And remember, Susie, Dustin's mom, and Susie did not jump in that episode. But I feel like Susie and Mr. Clark have became more brave since they went through much worse than that. So I think they would be able to jump this time, but since Dustin's mom was the first boot and only went through this challenge and she didn't do it, she would definitely still lose. Okay, next challenge is the hunting challenge. And instead of it only being the instead of splitting them into two teams, since it ain't even, one side's gonna have much more players. I won't do that. They're just gonna have to hit the most recent non-rejoiner, which is Mrs. Henderson, aka Dustin's mom. So they'll have to try and hit a shot on her. And out of these few, Mr. Clark, Jonathan, Sue, and Susie have the worst shot, since one, Jonathan can aim, and Mr. Clark and Susie have not used a gun at all. But here's the thing. I think since we saw that Jonathan has no aim, and Mr. Clark and Susie, they can do some sort of a calculation, some sort of stuff, and maybe be able to hit Mrs. Henderson. So I think Jonathan would lose this one. And for the third one, was the gaming one, I think 11 still goes, because the only change that Billy's here instead of him being gone. And I think he would still I think he would be better than 11. So 11's still out. The next challenge was the hide and seek challenge. And how this will work is that Dustin's mom, Jonathan, and 11 will all spread out and look for a competitor. for competitors. And whoever is found first is out. I feel like Susie would do pretty good, so I don't think they're gonna lose this one. I feel like Vecna and Billy would team up. Vecna would be like, "Hey, Billy, let's team up and try and rejoin and make an alliance." So I think Vecna would do the same thing he did last in the challenge when he was still in, or something like it. But do it to Steve. Because I feel like Vecna sees Steve as a threat. Because I think he thinks he can beat Joyce, Murray, and Mr. Clark any time of the day. Next challenge. So the next challenge was a bike race. So out of these people, who do I think would do the worst and the best? Obviously, the adults would do the worst. And Vecna, I don't think he has ever. Well, he probably did see a bike. So remember, Vecna and Billy are working together. So I think they sabotage Susie because they're also not just targeting strength; they're targeting smarts. And since Susie is, I'm pretty sure the smartest person there besides Mr. Clark. But Mr. Clark, he's weak. He can be beat anytime. He's not a threat at all. The next challenge is okay. So this challenge was an Eggo waffles eating competition, or just waffles eating competition. It doesn't have the specifically Eggo. And look at this again. 11 still lost. And she was never able to eat those Eggo waffles in that eating competition. Okay. So, like we said last time, with the whole, who do I think would do the worst? Obviously, maybe Mr. Clark, because look at him, he's pretty scrawny. He might not have big of enough of an appetite. So, yeah, Mr. Clark is the next one out. Now we only have 2 more challenges. Okay, so it was the maze challenge. But I have to say something. I think Vecna would probably do the best at this challenge because I'm pretty sure he was the one who made the maze. Because it was a. Yeah. So Vecna would do the best, and he would take Billy with him. Billy is following him, and Bob told Joyce all that stuff with the maze, with the maze stuff. So I think Murray would be the next one out. One more elimination. Oh wait. And the last and final challenge is the Demodog picture challenge. And I know she didn't take pictures, but her son did. And she had Bob. 2 people who work with cameras. So he might, she might have found some stuff out. So I think she would be the one who would do the best. And as for Vecna and Billy, we know what's going to happen. Vecna betrays Billy and sabotages him so Vecna can win. So with this, Vecna and Joyce rejoin the game. Oh wait, no. Remember, it has to be how it ended up. So that means we have solved who rejoined this game. And you. Oh, I can't forget. And since, we had the whole thing, Jonathan gets 16th place since Joyce rejoins. Okay. So obviously he gets 12th. He gets 13th since, he was the most recent contestant, but two people rejoined, so he obviously goes down. Oh, shoot. Who do they think is the more interesting? I'm gonna have to edit this video.